have to clean all this up now. And I just rearranged my shelves. Aww. Hi, my name is Paige. Welcome to my channel. So a couple of weeks ago, I was on TikTok like I usually am, and I saw that somebody had bought books on Book Outlet because there was a sale. So I thought, oh, this was probably posted a couple of days ago. There's probably no sale. Yet I went on to the website anyway, and there was a buy two get one free sale. And you know, I might have misclicked and maybe ordered like 20 plus books. So I'm here to unbox these all with you and show you what I got. I kind of vaguely remember what I got because it was only a couple of weeks ago, but I still think that there will be some surprises in there because it was like a fever dream, you know? I just kept adding and adding and adding, and before I knew it, 20 books were on the way. So I'm going to crack into these and we are going to figure out what I bought. There are 2 boxes, by the way. 2 of them. That's how many books I bought. All right, let's open these. Did I bring scissors over here? No, I did not. I'm just gonna brute force this. Alrighty. Papers. Oh yeah. Okay, first up, I got Ice Planet Barbarians. I already own this. I own the original printing of it, but I dislike that my second book doesn't match my first book because I have this version of book 2. So because I need my books to match, I bought this one. So there's that one, number 1. Next up on top is The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. I think I read another Patrick Ness book before, maybe last year, and I did not like it. No, I think that was somebody else. I can't remember. No, I think I did. I don't know. I don't remember liking it, but I've had a Monster Calls on my shelf for a really long time. I'm too afraid to read that one right now, but I got this one, and let me see what this is about. Okay, so one thing that's super weird is the characters in this are 2 of my coworkers' names, which is very funny to me, but it seems to be about like the sidekick. So it's not the chosen one's story, it's his friend's story or something. It says like, what if you aren't the chosen one, the one who's supposed to fight zombies and soul-eating ghosts or whatever the heck this new thing is with the blue lights and the death. So it seems like it's just the average character on the side, and I think that sounds like a really fun story. It also sounds kind of superhero-ish, which, you know, I love superheroes, so I am excited for this one. I think if I did read one of his books, it just wasn't the right one for me, but hopefully if I am thinking of the correct book. What was it even called? It was like black and white. I really didn't like it. Hopefully this one goes better. Next up, I'm just grabbing from the top. They're all upside down, so it's kind of a little surprise for me too. We got The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. I'm gonna read the back of this too because I don't remember what this is about. All right, so it looks like this is about a girl named Nina who is a child of a single mother. She just wants to have like a pretty average life. She works in a bookstore, and it looks like she has a cat named Phil, and she's just standard. And then she finds out that her father that she never knew dies and leaves behind a bunch of siblings for her, so she has to go and meet them, and she has to go out of her comfort zone for that. So it sounds pretty fun. I think that this one sounds so cute. I've heard about it a long time ago. I just recognized the cover because I had heard about it and it's been on my wish list for a really long time. I just kind of forgot what it was about. But this one sounds pretty cute. I think it might be a romance too, so we love that. All right, let's go with this one. Okay, I've heard a lot of good things about this one. The Death of Vivek Oji by, ooh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Aki Amezi. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I should have looked that up. I don't even know where my phone is to look up how to pronounce that. But I heard that this starts off with Vivek Oji, who like shows up dead on his mother's front porch, and it's kind of like figuring out what led to that moment. And I've heard it's pretty heartbreaking at some point, so I grabbed this because I've heard a lot of great things. I think that's 4 books so far. We have so many to go. Let's just roll through these. All right, Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I've heard a lot of great things about this. My friend told me that she read either this one or the other one that has the yellow cover. I could not tell you what that one's called, but I've heard one of them is better than the other. This might not be the great one, but I want to say that this is like a retelling of like Rumpelstiltskin. Not positive on that, but I've been wanting to read one of these books for a very long time, and they have been sitting on my wish list forever, and I saw this one and had to grab it, and it's hardback too, which makes me really happy. All of these are in really good condition, so So far so good. Then we got We Free the Stars by, alright, I just found a video of the author and she said her name is Hafsa Faisal. So I do own We Hunt the Flames. That is somewhere on this shelf back here of books I have not read yet, but I figured I might as well grab book 2 because Nat says that this series is amazing, and I figure if I read the first one I'm gonna love it, and if I don't love it I'm still gonna want to finish the series to know what Nat is talking about. So I bought book 2 just to be proactive in my reading, you know? I need to have all of the books in the series, even if I don't like them. Might be a bad choice, but I do what I want. What do we have? What do we have? What is this one? That is not the cover that I expected to get. Interesting. Okay, so I got Wolf by Ryan Groudon, and I believe that this is a World War II type of story, and I think it has to do with shifters, right? Werewolves, maybe? So it does look like it has to do with werewolves shape-shifting, and it is set in the year 1956, and it has to do with a motorcycle race. So I heard about this a couple of years ago, like right when I started BookTube, and I wanted to get it. I just never really ended up grabbing it for some reason. So since it was on sale, I figured why not finally get it now. Oh, okay, books are already falling over, and we haven't even gotten through one box. This one is The Weight of Our Sky by Hannah Alcoff, and I don't know what this one's about either. I feel like it's, you know, they're on a moped and they are driving through fire. It's not exactly what I pictured in my mind. I think based on the title and the cover at first, I thought that this was like a sci-fi type book, but it seems a little bit fantasy-esque, and it's set in 1969. And it appears to be about like a daughter who has to try and save her mother because there is something going on in their hometown, is what I'm kind of understanding from the premise of it. I didn't know anything about it besides that I had seen the cover once before and maybe heard somebody talk about it. So I just kind of bought this one on a whim, but I really love this cover. It's so pretty. I hope this is a good one. I will see if I can find anybody talking about it. I think I've seen people say it's good. Ooh, that is a terrible looking cover. But this one is The Intimacy Experiment by Rosie Dannon. I have a book called The Roommate by her as well. Have not read it, and you know, bought another one in the series in thinking that I'm going to love it. I don't know why, but look at these. They look like Sims. I don't know. Not entirely positive what this is saying, but it seems like it's about two people, Naomi and Ethan. Naomi is trying to like get into higher education and have like a lecture on sex positivity and intimacy, and Ethan has become the rabbi of a synagogue and needs to attract more millennials, so they like pair up together to get people to come to these lectures and something or other. I don't know, it seems kind of like a strangers to lovers sort of deal. Another one that I bought on a whim because I recognized the author and I knew that I had another book within this world. I don't know. I sometimes make bad choices at nighttime when I'm shopping, so forgive me. This is another one that I've heard of, and it's really short, and that is probably why I was drawn to it, because everyone says that this is a really quick read. It is called Watch Over Me by Nina Lacour, but I think this is about ghosts. Yeah, so it looks like she is offered a teaching position out of foster care, and there are ghosts at where she's at, and I've just heard that it's like a really nice quick read, so I need more nice quick reads in my life. All right, and the last one for box 1 is The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I have read the, what is it called? The 5th season. I read the 5th season, only book 1. I want to read book 2 and 3 very soon, and I know that this is in a completely different series, but I really like N.K. Jemisin's writing style, at least from the one book that I have read so far, so I figured I would get this one because I've also heard good things about this one, but I've also heard mixed things that it's kind of hard to understand at some points. But okay, box 2 is heavier than box 1. Let's get into it. I got, oh, I love the font of this. It's so shiny. Wow. Okay. I bought Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. I read the Curse of Dark and Lonely series in 2020, and I loved those. I just thought they were like a really nice beginner fantasy book. I feel like they're kind of like ACOTAR, but for people who are just transitioning into fantasy. I don't know, I just really enjoyed those ones. I really liked the characters that were in them. I had some favorite characters, I had some not favorite characters, and I liked the writing style. I thought it was just easy to read and funny. So I don't know much about this series at all, but I just really trust the writing style from her. So let me figure out what this one's about. I love this cover. Wow. So it seems like it's about this kingdom where everyone is sick, or like a sickness has like ravaged the entire kingdom, and there's only one known cure that is made from something called a moonflower, and it's really hard to get by. But this girl named Tessa and her best friend Wes are tired of watching all these people be sick and not have access to this cure, so they go out and steal this moonflower often and distribute the elixir. But the elixir is starting to no longer work for people, so she has to sneak into the castle to figure out what's going on. So sounds really fun, sounds really interesting, and I'm glad I picked this one. And I love this cover so much. I'm obsessed with this. All right. Ooh, I might need to read this one really soon. There are so many books in here. What did I do? Okay, this one is The Push by Ashley Audrian. At the beginning of 2022, so this year, yeah, this year, I asked on Instagram like for 12 book recommendations, and this was one of the ones that was recommended to me. And of course there's not a blurb. Ah, there it is. What are these for anyway? Just, I don't think I like these. Sorry. My brain just, okay, so this seems to be a book about like motherhood and whatnot. So it seems like there is a character named Blythe. She's the mother, and she has a baby daughter and never really feels connected to her. She just feels like there's something missing there, and her husband doesn't really understand what Blythe is going through. And eventually when they have a son though, she does feel that maternal connection. So I wonder what is going on there. Oh, I kind of expected this to be more thriller-esque. I don't really know why. So I wonder if this is a thriller, and if something is going on with the children. That kind of sounds a little spooky if it is. I kind of hope it's more just like motherhood in general, but if it is spooky, let me know so that I'm prepared when I get to this one. Next book is The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. I feel like I just looked this one up recently too, and I think I forgot I bought this one. I hope I didn't double buy. Okay, yeah, so I did not double buy this, but I did look it up and remember thinking that it sounded so weird. So in Garner County, the girls there are told that they have the power to like lure men into their beds, and that they emit aphrodisiacs or something. So this town, or this county, sends the girls away on their 16th year to release the magic so that they don't tempt men, which just sounds wild to me. So I don't really want to read more about it because I want to like explore this world as it goes, but it sounds so interesting. It sounds so interesting. I don't know. I am really excited about this one. I think this was one of the #1 books that I'm excited about out of all of these. And Defy the Night. That one sounds so fun. Which one to grab next? All right, let's grab this one. I got a Beautifully Foolish Endeavor by Hank Green. I have book 1 on my shelf. Again, have not read that yet, but I figured might as well get book 2 if I have book 1. Does anyone else do that? Do you buy all of the books in the series expecting that you're going to like them, or knowing that you're a bit of a completionist and just need to see it through even if you don't like it? Because, you know, I'm the second one. I am a bit of a completionist. I will push through until I know. Except for some series. There's some series that I just cannot be bothered. Alright, so let's go with this little one. It is called Her Night with the Duke. It's by Diana Quincy. Okay, I feel like I heard about this one a couple years ago when everyone was really getting into historical romances. So it's about a woman named Lady Delilah Chambers who kind of has like a one-night stand with some handsome gentleman, and then the next day finds out that that is the man who is engaged to her stepdaughter. So it sounds a little bit scandalous, and I'm very excited. Next up, ooh, I got this one because of TikTok. I swear I see this on everybody's TikTok. It's The Inheritance Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and it seems to be about a girl named Avery who one day inherits this billionaire's fortune, and I don't think she even knows who it is, and she goes to like kind of collect on it, and his grandson is convinced that this woman, or this girl, is trying to steal this inheritance, but they have to play along with this old billionaire's riddle or something. It kind of reminds me of a book I read when I was in elementary school called The Westing Game, if I'm kind of remembering the plot correctly. Like they have to figure out a bunch of puzzles and riddles and stuff to earn money, or like to inherit a bunch of money. So it's kind of what it reminds me of. Tell me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I hear everyone talk about this one, so I just need to know what's going on. Then we have A Middle Grade, A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison. I feel like everyone read this when they were reading middle grade, and I think it's just about like witches and stuff. I don't know. I just have heard great things about this series, I think, but this book in particular, I don't know. I just wanted to read it and then pass it along to my little cousin. 3 more to go. 3 more. Next one that I got was Pet by Aki Amezi. This is also the author of The Death of Vivek Oji, and I heard about this in probably 2020. I think that's when everyone was reading it, and they really liked it. I feel like they said it's a little bit spooky or a little bit unsettling. I think that was what people said about it, and it's also a really quick read. I've been meaning to get it for a long time, and it's just kind of been sitting on my wish list for a while, and I finally saw it and was like, yeah, it's time to get this one. Let's go with this one, Lobizona by Romina Garber. I've had this one on my wish list for a really long time. I would say a lot of these I've definitely had on my wish list. They've been on my radar for a while. I just haven't bought them yet. So it looks like there is a girl named Manuela, and her family is arrested by ICE, and so she kind of is off on her own, and it has to do with witches and werewolves, and I've heard good things about it. I don't feel like I've seen a lot of people read this one, but the ones who have said it was really interesting, and I think it's the beginning of a series. Sorry, there we go, now we're in focus. I think it's also the beginning of a series, so I really love this cover too. Why are all these books, oh, all of these covers, I love them. Last book is this one. All right, we have made it to the end. I don't know how to pronounce this. Aradne? Is that correct? I don't know. By Jennifer Saint. I don't know anything about this one, but I've been seeing everybody reading this, and I'm kind of hoping my book club picks this one for next month because I already own it. So it seems to be about a princess named Aradne, and her brother is a minotaur who Theseus is like trying to defeat, and she ends up betraying her family and risking everything for Theseus to help kill her brother, which sounds very intriguing. So I'm glad I picked this one up, and I really hope my book club picks this one because it sounds really fun. So I will let you know if my book club does want to read this one in July. Keep an eye out. Okay, now that my bed is a mess of books, we have made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far, please leave a book emoji in the comments and let me know which of these books you are most excited to see me read, and which books you think that maybe I won't like and should just kind of leave on my shelf and ignore for a little while. Also, I have my Instagram and everything else linked in the description if you want to follow me over there and chat with me about books. But I think that is all that I have for this video, and I will see you very shortly in another one. All right, see you later.